Hello and welcome to your introduction video to CallSwitch 1 Analytics. The Analytics section of the Customer Administration dashboard will allow you to carry out advanced reporting and create your own wallboards. To create a wallboard, click on the Analytics button from the left-hand menu and select Wallboards. Click the Launch button to open the wallboard builder. There are some wallboard templates available that you can select from, or you can create a wallboard from scratch using a blank canvas by selecting the blank wallboard option. We'll take a look at the templates first. Click on the templates button and then use the arrows to cycle through the template options. The screen on the left will provide a preview of the general layout and data that will appear on your wallboard. You can then select which wallboard template you would like to use by clicking the Next button. Then select your targets for the template you have chosen. Here I can select which call cues I would like to appear on my wallboard. Then click Next. You can cycle through the options. And click Next when you're ready. Then set the accessibility of the wallboard by choosing whether you want the wallboard to be public, so anyone with a link can access it from anywhere on any device. Alternatively, you can password protect the wallboard, so only those with the password can access it. Or you can set it as draft, which is ideal if you're wanting to do further editing, and access is only granted to members of staff that have been permitted to do so via the Customer Administration dashboard. Finally, give your wallboard an appropriate name in the title box and create a link for your wallboard. Click Create Wallboard when you're ready. Your wallboard will then be generated, and you can use the menus and options on the left hand side to do further customization if you wish. When you're ready, click the Publish button in the top right hand corner and click Confirm. Your wallboard will then be in a live state and can be accessible via the link that you created. The wallboard will also appear in the Analytics section of the Customer Administration dashboard. The action buttons to the right hand side of your wallboard will allow you to copy the URL for the wallboard that you created so that you can share it. You can view the wallboard. You can use the edit button to make further changes or change the accessibility, or you can use the delete button to delete the wallboard if it's no longer required. Let's take a look at how the wallboard looks. Now let's look at how to create a wallboard from a blank canvas. Click the Launch button and then click Blank Wallboard. As with the templates, you start by choosing a base color scheme and font. On the next page, enter a title and create a link for your wallboard, and then click the Create Wallboard button. Only this time, you will be presented with a blank canvas so that you can create your very own wallboard from scratch. Use the 3 buttons in the top left hand corner to begin creating your wallboard. You can add a widget to your wallboard which will allow you to include statistics, tables, charts and images. You can add additional pages to your wallboard, so multiple pages can be displayed as a slideshow on a computer monitor or television screen, for example. When creating an additional page, you can choose a template or build a new page from scratch. There is also a button for wallboard settings, so you can change the general colour scheme, background, font, and so on. Let's begin by adding a widget. I'm going to click the widget button, and let's start by adding a number widget. When you add a widget to the wallboard, you'll get a subsection of buttons on the left which allow you to edit the widget itself. You can specify the type of data you would like to see on the widget. You can change the style and formatting of the widget. And on this particular widget I've selected, I can have it show an alert when a target is met or exceeded. I will now select what statistic I want to show in this widget and change the color scheme. I will now add a progress widget and specify exactly what matrix I would like to appear using the edit widget button, and I'll also change the style and formatting as well. I'm going to click the add widget button, select progress. Go. I will now measure how many calls answered compared to how many calls have been received. I will now upload an image. The image widget is useful for adding company logos and things like that. Click add widget, locate the image widget, and simply upload an image locally. As you're adding widget, you can move them around and resize them however you wish. Let's add a statistics table to my wallboard. I can then click on the widget to configure what data I would like to see on the statistics table. I'll add a column to show all inbound calls. I'll have another column to show how many of those calls were answered. I'll add another column to show how many of those calls were abandoned. And I'll pop in another column to show the talk time for each of these users. I'll add just one more column to show the ring time as well. My table is now complete. With the stats tables though, you can swap some columns around if you wish, and again change the style and formatting. Let's add another page to my custom wallboard. Click Add Page. Let's go with one of the templates we have available. Let's use the settings button to change the font details. We can also set a page duration for our slideshow. And then when you're ready, you can publish your wallboard. Again, your wallboard will be visible from the customer administration dashboard, where it can be edited, shared, viewed, deleted, and so on. So that's your quick introduction to creating wallboards. A more in-depth webinar will be available for you to attend soon. Thanks for watching.